Hi, ladies. I'm back. I thought I maybe should have like swapped shirts or something, but I was like, no, we're all good. We're all good. So, welcome to another badass episode of Between the Reps. I'm super excited that you are going to be spending the next 15, 20, 25 minutes max with me. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Carissa Adkins, and I'm the CEO and founder of 365 Daily Hustle. My company is a global health, lifestyle, and mindset coaching company. I am the number one mindset and health coach helping CEOs, coaches, and other lady bosses boss up their bodies, boss up their mindsets, and of course, boss up their bank accounts. I help these purpose-driven women 10x their habits, their routines, and their mindsets so that they can boss up, show up, and thrive in life. I believe in a world where women can have it all. I believe that, women just need to figure out what they want and then chase their dreams and accomplish their dreams. Yeah, beautiful. So feel free to just drop your questions, your comments, or any of your ahas in the chat below. Each week, every Monday, I go live here here in the Healthy Hustle Facebook group, a group dedicated to lady bosses, to entrepreneurs, to innovators, to hustlers, to just women who are craving a better life. And if you're watching this now, that's you, right? A woman who wants it all, the epic life, a fat ass bank account, a sexy ass body, thriving relationships, deep connections with our partners, community involvement. I mean, who doesn't want all that, right? So if that's you, you're here, welcome. If you know some women like that who are not in this group, I want to invite you to invite them because we would love to serve them. We would love to help them boss up too. So each week at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, I go live giving you tips, strategies, and advice on how to live your most epic, badass life ever. So ladies, your journey to a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life does start right here. And each week on Between the Reps, you will hear insights, tips, and strategies from me about mindset, confidence, fitness, nutrition, productivity, business, and of course, balancing out this crazy thing called life. Between the Reps is your dose of motivation, inspiration, and real no bullshit talk to help you go from blah to badass. So again, if you find today's content and training very useful, helpful, or just brilliant, please invite your friends to the community. We'd love to see more women thrive in this world. So today we are going to talk stress and why we need to start reducing all of the stress in our life and boss up to the next level of peace and calm and creativity. And today I'm going to give you some information about stress and how that affects our body. But on the third Monday of every month, I promise I'll give you a little bit of content, but most importantly, you're probably here for the guided meditation. And if you're new to meditation, you don't have to do anything. I'm not going to brainwash you. I'm not going to do any of my cool hypnotherapy tricks on you. I'm just simply going to guide you into a state of relaxation that allows you to slow everything down and step into the best version of you. So if that sounds great, go ahead and just comment below and let me know if you are ready. So grab your pen and paper, ladies, because I promise I will always bring you those strategies, those tips for all of you personal development junkies. This is golden information for you. So just get yourself a beautiful notebook and date today's date and what our topic is, and then feel free to just jot down anything that you learned, that you appreciate, or that you're taking away from today's training. So, stress. It's your body's reaction to various potential and perceived threats. Now, before I talk to you about stress and how it affects your body and how, right, you can overcome living such a stressful life and really step into the greatest version of you, I want to tell you a story. In 2018, my stress levels were through the roof. I had a full-time corporate job, so I was the marketing director and HR generalist for a local body shop in Bellevue, Nebraska. I also then very quickly became part of the strategic leadership growth team, right? Because I felt like my shit was together, right? I was organized, I was structured, I love numbers, so I had no problems tracking KPIs and all that jazz for the company, okay? So needless to say, I didn't just wear one hat. I didn't just wear two hats. I didn't just wear the third hat at my job. That job was 7:30 to sometimes 6 p.m. at night. It was long hours and it was fun hours though. Don't get me wrong. I loved my job. Absolutely loved the company I worked for. I don't honestly have one of those stories that's like I hated corporate, so I bossed up and became a coach. Like that was actually one of the hardest decisions I ever made, was to leave my corporate job to pursue my passion as a coach. But thank God I did, because this is what I meant to do. So I had my corporate job. I just want you to like imagine all the buckets that I was running. I also had part-time coaching clients. So I was a full-time student taking all of my coaching certifications. I host, holistic health, life, HMBA mastery level, personal training, group instructor, NLP, timeline therapist, hypnosis practitioner, like all the stuff, right? As a coach. But that's all like the student stuff. So besides just being a student and learning the information, I was also then coaching part-time clients at night. So marketing director by day, coach by night. I also was a mom, right? And I shouldn't say was, because I still am a mom, but I had the whole mom life thing going on, trying to balance out running kids around to school activities, picking them up, dropping them off, select sports, all that jazz. And I was also the wife life, right? I was married and to a wonderful man. He's now my husband, so he again was not a terrible man, neither was my job, but yeah, I kind of grew into a woman who needed and wanted more. Okay, so I want you to imagine all those hats that I was juggling. Can you imagine the stress that the corporate job gave, the coaching, the student as a coach, the mom life, the work life, the work husband, and then the actual the husband. Okay, so in 2018, my hair was falling out. My digestion was at an all-time like high, as like really, really bad. I was going to the bathroom like one time every 8 to 9 days. My skin issues, meaning the eczema on my body, my eyes were itching, I was getting hives on my face. My skin issues were ridiculous. And the joint pain that I had in my knees was insane. It got to the point where I couldn't even walk up the stairs some days because it was so painful. And at my corporate life, the locker room, the employee break room, everything was upstairs. So it became a real hassle to like hobble up the stairs. But I was also yet in the most best physical shape of my life, right? I had lost all that weight. I had become so confident and sexy in my body. But the inside of my body was screaming at me. And it was saying, Carissa, help me. Help me. Okay? And the joint pain was bad, right? I was getting shots in my knees every 3 months. And it wasn't like steroid shots. They were actually giving me Symvess. It's like a gel that like provides more cushion, because they're like, Carissa, we don't want to be giving you, steroid shots and you're way too young for knee replacements. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm 27 years old. Like, why the hell, 28 years old, why the hell do I need knee replacements? Like, that's crazy, right? But what got to me the most, the rock bottom moment that happened, was the day I went to the emergency room because I thought I was having a heart attack. Yeah. Healthiest woman ever. And I went to the emergency room because I thought I was having a heart attack. So I remember I was cooking in my kitchen, and I was already divorced by this time. So it was about a year later. And I was cooking in my kitchen, and then all of a sudden, like, I had sharp pain in my heart or like in my chest. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And I went and laid on the floor hoping that it would, like, the pain would go away. And it didn't. And I yelled out to my son, who was, I think, 19 at the time. And I said, Jaden, I need you to take me to the emergency room. I think I'm having a heart attack. And he was like, what? right? So we get in the car, we go to the emergency room, and let me tell you, you don't wait in the lobby when you complain that you're having chest pains. They actually take you right back. The IV was in me. They were, putting all their sticky pads all over me. They did all their x-ray, like they ran me through the gamut of everything. And the doctor comes back into the room and she says, Carissa, good news. You're not having a heart attack or a stroke or anything like that. I'm like, oh, thank God, right? I'm too young for this shit. She said, however, you do have pleurisy, and that's inflammation in your lungs. And inflammation in your lungs is when your lungs lining start touching one another, and it causes similar heart attack symptoms, right? That's how it feels. It's tight in the chest. It's not anxiety. It's tight. It's tight. It hurts to breathe, right? I just collapsed over on the floor because I was like, oh my God, this hurts so bad, right? So her suggestions were, she goes, I'm going to write you a script for 800 milligrams of ibuprofen. I want you to just start taking this every day. And I said, okay, but like, why? Like, how long do I have to take it? And she's like, it's probably about time to consider taking ibuprofen for the rest of your life. For the rest of my fucking life. I was like, are you crazy? Like, I need my stomach to be working in 5 years. Do you know what ibuprofen does to a woman's stomach? I was like, that is just not acceptable. I took her prescription. I was polite, right? And I was like, okay, Jaden, let's go. And we get into the lobby. I'm walking out the door. I rip up the prescription. I was like, there is a better way of living other than just putting medication into my body. Okay. So I tell you all of this because you're like, wait, I thought we were talking about stress today. Stress will kill you. And we know this. So why do we continue to stress the F out? Why do we allow that much stress into our lives? That's a big question, right? I was doing all the things. I was working marketing. I was working as a coach. I was raising 2 kids at this time by myself. I was going through a divorce. Like, my inflammation was at the all-time high that it took me to the emergency room. So then I start to think about it. I'm like, well, what causes inflammation? And I'm like, oh, well, stress and hormones and food. I'm like, oh, so I can actually reverse the inflammation that I'm feeling in my lungs and in my knees if I just change the way I eat and if I stop stressing so much. So forward now, as you can tell, yes, I live a very healthy lifestyle, right? This is what I do as a coach, is I teach my clients how to live healthy lifestyles by creating healthy habits. And every single client that I start to work with, they all have something in common. Their stress levels are through the roof. I used to be one of these clients. The difference between me and them is that today, I don't accept stress as a way of living. I decided to take my health in my own hands. So now let's talk about stress, right? Because guess what? I have my hair. It's starting to grow back. My digestion, I go to the bathroom every single day. My Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid autoimmune disease that I don't take medication for, it's in remission. My skin issues are not a problem. My joint pain, yeah, I don't have to get those painful shots in my knees. And inflammation is gone in my chest. And I don't take medication, okay? So I want to talk to you about the importance of lowering our stress levels and why it's so important and how you can do it, okay? So when you encounter any type of challenge, the stress response gets triggered and your body reacts. Stressors can be a change in your routine, remembering a past traumatic event, or a daily thought that happens inside your head. So when I ask clients, I say, give me on a scale of 0 to 10, what does your stress levels look like? And they're like, oh, I handle stressful situations really well. I'm like, cool. Your head may feel like you can handle stressful situations, but I guarantee your body is telling you something different. And they're like, well, yeah. I'm like, okay. Right? So you really don't handle stress. What you're doing is you have such a beautiful mask on your face and you've been telling yourself that you actually perform under pressure really well. And this is a new way of living. It's your way of coping. And that's beautiful. right? We need to cope with what's going on, but there is a better way. Okay. So any of a stress event, right? A negative thought around money, health, body, your relationship, anything like that. So anytime you stress out about money or you think you don't have enough of it, anytime you stress out about your business growth and maybe you don't have enough clients, it doesn't matter. If you consciously are aware of it, your body is telling you a different story. Okay. So all of these events determine how stress impacts your health. There are a few different types of stress. We have to first be aware of it. One is acute stress, and two is chronic stress. With acute stress, you feel mentally and physical symptoms short term, but chronic stress, that's what I was feeling back in the day. That's what put me into the emergency room. Okay. Chronic stress is what will take the healthiest person who's an active runner every single day and put them into the ground, because stress affects your body. All right. So if you're constantly like feeling stressed out and overwhelmed, we've got to stop that. And sometimes your body is screaming at you. It doesn't have to have symptoms like mine, right? Mine were crazy physical symptoms. But some other things are like headaches, upset stomach, low energy, high blood pressure, chest pain, digestive issues, autoimmune flare-ups, and problems with sex and sleep. So ask yourself, do you get headaches? Does your stomach hurt? Do you ever have low energy? How's your blood pressure? Digestion issues? If you're an autoimmune person, you know you've got to watch your stress, right? Your sex drive, your sleep. It's probably due to stress, okay? So one of the best things that we can do for our health is manage the stress that we experience. And yes, it can be manageable. Okay. Now, sometimes it's like, yeah, but like my husband stresses me out, my kids stress me out, my work stresses me out. I can't just get rid of them. Yes, that is true, which is why I'm a big believer in coming up with like ways that you can counterbalance the stress. So as much as you're in a stressed out state, we need to find ourselves in a relaxed state. Does that make sense? So I want to talk to you about the different things that you can do to help you de-stress in your life. Here are just a few things that can help manage your stress a little bit better, all right? Number one is getting regular physical activity. I don't always go to the gym every single freaking day to build the body that I have. Sometimes the gym is my form of therapy. On a very stressful day, guess what? Some days I go in for a second dose of gym time. And it's nothing crazy. I may just hop on the treadmill and walk while I listen to a really fun podcast. But regular physical activity is huge for fighting stress. Practicing relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, yoga, tai chi, or going and getting a massage is very beneficial. Another tip would be keeping a sense of humor, spending time with family and friends, setting time aside for hobbies such as reading and listening to music. Another tip would be stress or self-care swaps, right? That make you feel good. They're things that instead of, like stressing out and feeling anxiety and getting depressed about all kinds of things that stress you out, instead you swap it out for things that make you feel really good. Maybe it's cat videos. I don't care what it is. Okay. I do want to quickly touch on though that a lot of women that I first start to work with, they tend to like work all day and then they get home and they overeat, right? Because they're stressed out or they've skipped all their meals. So now they're like feeling really bad. And what they do is they either go watch TV, they scroll through the internet, they do some social stalking, they play video games. And yes, they may seem relaxing, right? But they actually increase your stress over a long term. So you binge watching on Netflix because you've had a rough day is not necessarily the best thing that you can do for the actual stress. All right. So today I'm going to guide you on a breath work. It's a meditation for appreciation, because when we are in a state of appreciation, right, we're actively allowing more of what we want to come forward while we dissolve the blocks that preserve, our manifesting powers. Okay, so I'm a big believer in appreciation, an attitude of gratitude, and it will elevate you. It will open your mind and make you a magnet for what you desire. Okay, so think about all the times you you think about and you stress out about a certain thing? What if you put that same amount of energy into thinking about things that bring you joy and happiness? Yeah, I guarantee you'll start to rewire your body. So for this meditation, you're just going to place your hands on your heart center, right here. I'm going to ask that, you put your headphones in so you can really listen in to what it is that I'm saying. Really tune into everything, and you don't have to do anything. I'll just be guiding you over the next 7 minutes. So give me 7 more minutes of your time, and then you will feel so much better. Because when our body is stressed out and we start to do breath work and meditation work, our bodies really, it's hard for our bodies to be in fight or flight and in relaxed mode. And naturally, your body wants to feel good. So eventually it starts to drop the fight or flight symptoms. Okay. So all you have to do is simply close your eyes. I'm going to ask you to slow everything down and just close your eyes and start to really tune into your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's just welcome whatever feelings come up for this meditation, placing your heart or your hands right on your heart center. There's so much that we can appreciate about the lives we have. Breathing in and breathing out. I want you to bring energy and light and love into your heart. I'm pouring my light and my energy and my high vibes right into you now. So just close your eyes and really feel into this experience. Feel your energy expanding right there in your heart center. Let each breath fill your heart center with more love, with more joy, with more energy, more appreciation, more clarity. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. I invite you now to just focus your attention on a physical feature of your body, a part of your body that you love and that you appreciate 100% fully. Breathing in love and light, and breathing out gratitude and appreciation. And now I want you to focus your attention and your appreciation to the people in your life. Maybe it's one specific person, or maybe it's a group of people that just brings so much joy and love and laughter into your light. Think about these people or this specific person, and now pour love into them by breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now I invite you to focus your attention on where you live. Maybe it's your actual house or a bedroom in your house, or maybe you're just blessed to live by the ocean or by the mountains or in the middle of nowhere. Something that you appreciate about where you live. It could be as simple as the sheets that are on your bed, the water that flows through your pipes. Just really appreciating where you get to live. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice. Now I invite you to focus your attention to the work that you get to do every single day. That work that inspires you, that ignites your passion. Even if you don't love what you do, there is something about what you do that you can love. Just breathing in love and joy for the work that you get to do, the job that you get to have, the impact that you get to leave. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice. Slowing everything down, just feeling your heart center get warm and bright. And now, ladies, I want you to focus and appreciate all that you've learned in your life. The tough lessons, the hardships, the struggles that have made you a stronger woman. Think of all the lessons that you've learned, the wisdom that you've gained. breathing in appreciation for all of these lessons, all of these experiences, and breathing out love, joy, peace. Breathing in and breathing out. And now I just want you to focus your attention on a family member that you really appreciate. When's the last time that one of your family members, whether it's a child, your partner, or your family, what's the last time that you really appreciated something that they did for you, or that they said for you, or that they brought home for you? Just really appreciating this moment, being intentional with how you feel about that person and the joy and the love and the light that brings them to the light. Breathing in and breathing out. And last one is I just want you to focus your attention on what you can appreciate about today's training. Can you appreciate the fact that you've been doing it and stressing out about it, and that you're no longer going to stress out about certain things in your life? Can you appreciate this meditation or this perspective that I bring to the topic? No matter what it is, just breathe in appreciation and breathe out gratitude. And now, ladies, I just invite you to take all the time that you need here, breathing in and breathing out. Letting your mind wander, uncovering more areas in your life that you can appreciate. Maybe it's the vacation that you just got to take, the conversation that you just had enough strength to have. Just breathing in love and light and joy for yourself. Feeling your body expand with that energy of gratitude and appreciation. And then just remind yourself that it feels good to feel good, and that you deserve to feel good, and that you are worthy of feeling good every single day of your life. Breathing in appreciation for the fact that you get to choose how you show up in this world. Breathing in and breathing out, I invite you to just take a few big deep breaths and kind of come back into this meditation, back into this live, beginning to wiggle your toes and opening your eyes when it feels good. Feel free to drop in the chat how that made you feel. The energy that is now shifted in your body. I hope that you found today's video informative and fun. Please follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tips and strategies and lives like this, or just come on over to Instagram and follow me for more videos when it comes to all things health, habits, mindset, and weight loss, of course. And with that, my name is Carissa Atkins, and welcome to Between the Reps. I'll see you next week. Bye.